Tonight, the Saints look to rise beyond the Seahawks on Monday Night Primetime. It's a series tied at 8 games apiece going back to 1976. And it's coming up next.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 from midfield. Here's Kaepernick. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Seattle now ready to march march onto the field.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 45 on second down, Watson, and that'll be incomplete.
This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second down at 5.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I
Yeah.
mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11 now. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's IGNFL with a sack.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when IGNFL is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons at Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, Kaepernick. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for it. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again to Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay up, and he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Kaepernick. Left side to Lamb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
It's Kaepernick. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Some good plays in the passing game right now for New Orleans. They have another first down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick again. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Back to throw, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11. Watson on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Watson. He's airing it out for Sanu. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This would indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. take it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
Let's go.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon.
And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Henry.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Seahawks take back over.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Watson. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Watson. And that is incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a first down throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Watson. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Watson now to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Watson's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
On 2nd and 7, Watson over the middle, complete. It's Henry, and they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Watson off play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Sean Payton correcting his decision to challenge as he wins the appeal. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Watson looks to throw again. Complete. It's Henry. 7 yards the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Bailey's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Henry. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Henry running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now a dump off here complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Kaepernick. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020, he had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Touchdown! Mohamed Sanu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here, the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. There's the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds all the way down about the 2. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
You got it. You got it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
and he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Watson now to throw. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved?
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Let's go, buddy.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Kaepernick. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got room. And now the rookie's free. The 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Travis Etienne, 98 yards. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it to Gordon. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Gordon, 75 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
4 down, 4 down. 5, 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here.
Hey! 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. And we're going 37 to Mike.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.